Well, when this whole commission was announced, both Madlang and I believe that a committee, Minister Gaston McCain was one of the vocal ones who said he's going to testify about the things he knows, which seems to suggest, and there's a record out of his own mouth, which made me believe that he knows things that perhaps might also assist that are related to what we are raising, which is drug related. So when his name comes like this and he has not testified, it might perhaps leave a question mark as to what does he know that could assist with what we are talking about. So when this man mentioned his name, perhaps it might be a different investigation altogether that might need to be investigated.
Maybe perhaps it's us who made that mistake. I'm not sure whether it's us or the people who were receiving these submissions. Maybe never submitted anything, but perhaps, as you said, he mentioned himself that he wanted to come. Yeah, but I think Madlanga Commission is got an extension. Maybe it's the right place to do, because this is our last date in general. Because, in paragraph 8 as well, I'm going to ask about it. There's a name mentioned, Katie Mulife, that supplies Kenny Nene and Kate McKenzie with Stapil, I don't know what's that, Metrex drugs from South America into the Western Cape. So all these things you said, he had it from Kate Matlala. That's what he alleged, Mr. Jermaine. Are they in prison both at CIMEX?
They are both in correctional services, but in different facilities.
Now, so who said that if Jermaine exposed this, it will end in tears? And if he has family outside, what does this mean in your view?
Where is that honorable member you're talking about? Is it quoted on this statement?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Because there's no... Where's the paper? Where he says, if Germany, this Germany exposed, this will end in tears. If he has a family outside, what does this mean?
I'm trying to get a reference on the statement itself.
Oh, a paragraph. Okay. I'll do this. Why is my colleague is checking the paragraph? No, we will get there. Yeah. It says that. So he also said that if Germany exposes this, it will end in tears. And if he has a family outside, that was a question mark. So the question is, what does this mean? Was it a threat that if he exposes this a matter between themselves, fighting among themselves, I guess?
Although now I'm not able to reference. I think I read something like that where someone was advising someone between the two of them not to expose things. I cannot remember who was advising who, but I think I read it somewhere. We must just be assisted with a specific paragraph.
Now, General, do you know of the late Farouk? And if so, are you aware that it's alleged that Honorable Gayton McKenzie called Germany looking for Farouk whereabouts, at which point he confirmed that he was at the same location where he was found, shot and killed, the same way DJ somebody was killed? It's on this statement.
Yeah, no, I think, honorable member, if I don't know where is it, I cannot.
Yeah, they are helping us now.
Can you repeat maybe that comment again?
That Farouk, there's a guy called Farouk who was killed, and he was killed almost the same way as DJ somebody.
Sorry.
Germany, perhaps he believes in that, but hence I'm saying they are busy because, it's written, it's not typed. But my colleagues are helping me.
Can also the evidence leaders assist us on this person? I also see the members are also lost. They have been looking.
No, they are lost as well. Hence, I'm saying my team is helping me here. Quick. At the meantime, I'll move to another.
To the handwritten statement.
Yes, the handwritten statement.
Okay.
We'll come back to it. It's fine. Because it's long. My team here, they were helping me on that. Okay. It's on. It's written, you know. It's here. I can't see now. Yeah, it's in the middle there. Down here. It's in fact it's 8, almost the last paragraph.
Okay, I think I read the statement at the end of paragraph 8.
Yes.
About the threat, the relationship between the minister and Katie Malif. I'm not sure if that's the one the old members talking about.
Can I continue, General?
Yes, sir.
Yes, are you fine with that? Did you get it there?
No, I'm trying to, because I'm trying to scan through the statement. I'm not sure exactly where we are at.
Yeah, it's just before paragraph 9. Okay, let me reread it again.
Yeah, I see that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that did he hear from as well from Ket Matlala, or was it his own statement? Because you say other statements are from him, other statement he heard it from Matlala.
Yeah. Well, there's a line from the reading of this. There's a specific line that I feel it's him that is telling Matlala something.
Okay.
But the rest of the things is what then the conversations between him and Matlala are having. He would have introduced things about the Minister Kirsten McKenzie, and then the two of them start discussing Minister Kirsten McKenzie. And one of them, Kat, tells him that this man is close to Mlife, and the importing of the drugs from Brazil and so forth, the name of pills that they are using and so forth. And the warning is that if he were to expose this thing, is going to compromise the business that himself, Kat, is part of. I think that's why he was warning him that he must not do that.
Must do, okay. And on paragraph 14, the last sentences where it say, I know that when I reveal everything, they will try to have me killed or move me to Kongstad. Very few people can be trusted. There are people like Gaten and Helen James who will do anything to prevent me from talking and going in depth about everything because they are involved in many things. However, I find it difficult to be silent due to the people trying to force me into silence whilst they cause such great havoc and destruction. They have ruined lives. I will, through other means, give all the details involving the criminal cases and how South Africa is truly captured. I will also explain how Brown was used as a middleman. Voos explained that most of the ministers use middlemen for payment so that there's no direct link to others. That was paragraph 14. Now, my question, General, the authenticity of this the veracity of this statement, in your view, can we probe it further? Or call, because this is our end. I'm not sure whether because the portfolio committee chairperson is with us here, or the justice portfolio committee as well, or the correctional service, because this matter is really a very serious case. We cannot ignore it.
Yeah, no, that's why I said initially this is a person who was recording what Matlala was telling him. And when the issues of the minister came to the picture, and the two of them started engaging about the minister. So that's why the rest of these other discussions is related to the issues that involve the minister and possible what Matlala knows about the minister as well. So it is him that tells the story, and I'd like to believe that perhaps he will have evidence. There's somewhere where he said he has got a recording, which I don't have. So I'm sure such things can be made available when this information is probed further.
Yeah, because he reveals that the plan was to either have you fired so that he doesn't have a task force protection any longer, and he can be easily have him killed. Now, did you ever been threatened in your life, General?
I can put on record before all those that are watching that I'm not moving around with task force for protection. I move alone. When I'm at work, yes, I move with the team. But when I'm not at work, I move alone. Yes, they're on speed dial, of course, but I don't necessarily need to have protectors to move around. I still live my life the way I live it.
You are a brave man, I must say. You know, my colleague next to me here was kidnapped, Honorable Chongwe. And we are getting threats, serious threat, General.
Was kidnapped.
Was kidnapped, yes. Honorable Chongwe.
I'm not aware of that.
Yes.
I hope not in KZN.
No, it was in Gauteng after we visited prison.
Wow.
And I mean, that was before. Yes, before Khosima Mamburu. Now, it's a scary stuff, General, I must say. And to all the members who are here, it's not an easy thing. Hence, I'm saying when you say you are moving alone, when you are not at work, it's a scary stuff, I must say. But General, njengoba ngikhe ngatsho ngicabanga ukuthi ngizoyivala ke ngesikhethu nangesizulu. This matter which we have transversed now, I think the core committee will make a decision about this submission you submitted before us as well about the matter of Germany Prim. And because, you know, when honorable members are being mentioned, we are very sensitive that if a prisoner is mentioning some of us here in this core committee, we can't just ignore that. And I think some members will feel the same. Now, imbuzo eminingi uyitholile ngendaba and wayichaza angifuni ukubuyela emva ngendaba relationship yakho no General Khumalo, because there were a lot of allegations that mhlambe abanye kulama, I'm not sure whether I must say factions, babona ngathi ubereka kakhulu no General Khumalo.
Yeah, well, I did work with him. I've worked with many police officers, so General Khumalo is one of the people I worked with. But that does not necessarily mean that we form a faction. There are many generals in the police that I can name that I work very close with. But I suspect that when people find it that, in this case, those that started dealing with Khumalo, and they thought they can get away with it, when people like us started standing up,
yes,
they didn't like it. That's why they're going to start associating.
Because Paul O'Sullivan, ukhuluma into enye ethusako la, I'm not sure ukuthi uyayenza KZN na. Uthi uvula amadocket. Then afika police station, ipolice aligcwalise lisayine, and then umuntu uyakhanja iyakhamba yaku NPA, umuntu uyakhanja yokubotshwa. Ngokwazi kwakho kusemthethweni ngiloko ngoba uPaul O'Sullivan akasilipolisa.
Well, in the province where I'm in charge, you will not dare do such. It's not supposed to be done like that. There's no case dockets that goes to court without it going via the police station. He can come with information to a police station.
Yes.
And present it before the police officer for the case to be registered. Once a case docket is open, it belongs to the police station. The docket gets registered at the police station. He's got no powers to do anything on the docket. His is to just bring information and demand the case to be open. That's all.
Mara wamuzwa musila ku commission ashindo leyo angimsukela ngithi.
Well, I did not watch all the things that he was talking in this committee because there's a lot of things that he was saying. But if he did say something like that, that would be against the law.
Ya ngoba into mhlambe ayikhulume ekhulu issue le ekuthiwa kuyabangwa mhlambe ukubuza wena indaba ye slush fund, because I think uke wasitshela ukuthi awukho responsible khulu for i-crime intelligence. Mana ngokuzwa kwakho ngoba ukhona esipoliseni, ngabe liqiniso ukuthi into ebangwa khulu eyenza ukuthi kube nokuhlangahlangana esipoliseni into ye-crime intelligence / fund?
I don't remember, I'm going to plead again and I'm going to plead all of you. Please stop using the word slush fund.
Yes.
Because it is not a slush fund.
Secret account.
It's a secret service account.
Yes.
The Paul O'Sullivan to talk about that, it tells you that he's got access to what's happening in that account. That's why I can tell you about the budget and everything else. Then you ask yourself, a foreigner as he is, how does he get to know about what's happening in that account of South Africa? Yes, he's a citizen in South Africa, but he's also a foreigner at the same time. It's a concern. The use of the funds, abuse or otherwise, does happen. I cannot say that it's not happening. But to what extent does it happen? I cannot sit here and say, I know that this money is used, so much money has been used, so much money has been used. But the authority over crime intelligence, both the secret fund account and the resources of crime intelligence, such as these grabber machines we're talking about, surveillance equipment, amongst others, all their tools that they use and their methodologies that they use to gather information and do infiltration, do counterintelligence, surveillance and stuff like that. It is the control of those that people are interested in.
Thank you.
Some of them might not be interested in money, but some might be interested in money.
My last question, but one, General. We had Sergeant Mlojwa. Sergeant Mlojwa, when he came here, he alleged that you participated in his torture. And the issue of Neji and the kidnapping of a person who was not found, I'm sorry, when the police went to their house in Komati Port or Matsulu. What is your knowledge on that?
Well, I denied my involvement in the torture. That's a first. But secondly, I believe that he had opened a case that needs to be investigated. I hope it does get investigated so that we can be able to get the truth. But the man, the fact that the team was told that he ran away with a kidnapped person to Mozambique, which was later confirmed by Border Management Agency that he crossed to Mozambique illegally. So it confirms that he might have participated in the crime of kidnapping.
Now, the issue of their house, because there's a contradiction statement, he alleged that their house was burned when the police arrived there. If I remember well, in your knowledge, was the house burned before they went to his house? He said their house is straight to, I think, a Pakistani shop. There's cameras. If I may ask, do we have a footage on that?
Yes, we do. The investigation team gave me the footage. The one that he said was destroyed. I've shared it with evidence leaders. You can play it here if you so wish.
And the case, he opened two cases, if I remember. Is it the same person?
I wanted to correct that. I think Oro member did ask earlier about the case number of Cape Town. I was under the impression that the case, he came to open a case in Cape Town because he had a press briefing with Oro Adams, I think about a week before he appeared here. But the station did confirm, the provincial commissioner said they didn't register a case at the time. They just spoke about it, but they didn't go to the police station to open a case. So I like to believe that it remains the case in Johannesburg.
So are you saying he was accompanied, or his travel was paid by Honorable Adams?
No. He had a press briefing with him. Honorable Adams introduced him to the media.
Here in Cape Town?
Yeah, where the newsroom camera was there waiting for them. And they ran that interview where he presented his accusation. Here in Cape Town, a week before he sat here to testify.
And is he still a policeman? In your view?
On our records, he is booked off sick, but he was here.
For how long was he sick?
More than a year now.
Yeah, so we have a serious problem in the police service.
We have a serious problem in the country.
My last one, Chair. Ukuthi ke siye phambili ke general ngento engike ngakhuluma ngazo nge-correctional service ne-judiciary. Ucabanga ukuthi mhlambe ngoba sikhulu la sibereke khulu ngamapopolisa ngani. I-judiciary ambulance akayitouch. Kunamajaji as we speak, some of them are on bail. Basebailini as I'm talking to you. I-correctional service, the issues zakhona asikakazithindi nokuzithinda la. Ungas-advise uthini mhlambe njenge-portfolio committee yamapolisa ne-justice ne-correctional services. Don't you think perhaps we need to have another ad hoc committee before the end of the year? Hence I'm saying, General, I know there's something coming here. We will have only members of those portfolio committees. We won't have abantu abecelako ngoba baningi abeceleko ngapha masiza la. I'm just asking you to say judicial sakayithindi, and my members can agree on that. Honorable members can agree on that. We've done nothing in terms of there's no judge who came in here. There's no magistrate who came in here. There's no warder who came in here. Zero. And we need to go to the bottom of this issue of the infiltration which we've spoken about on the 6th of July.
You give the members from TCS immunity from protection from coming to tell the things that happen within. I'm sure they will bring it through the portfolio committee. Perhaps they will come and talk about what's happening in that space. But for the judiciary and some of the things that I've always been pondering about, that the judges have so much powers that either making or breaking justice. The judges. So then I ask myself a question as to how to make sure that the exercise of these powers are under close supervision. And I look at what I see in other countries, the US, one of them. I don't know the system exactly how it works, but I always see that you see it on TV, the juries and the likes, how they function, I don't know. But there ought to be some controls that the judge cannot independently decide on a matter. When you have a full bench, a group of 3 judges, the outcome at least is somehow satisfactory. But when a presiding officer does decision alone, that's where we have a problem. Because any unhappiness with that, you have to now appeal. The appeal that he might not approve, the very same person, so appeal to the same person. That's our system. And he says, no, I'm not granting you this. And now we must go through another process. And it takes time, all these things. So I think if we have to look at those, same with sentences. One person as a presiding officer can decide. We've seen it. Oscar Pistorius, one case. It doesn't matter how much of a crime you've committed. If the judge feels, yeah, no, By feel for you, I'll give you 5 years. We've had cases where murder weapons were discovered, people arrested. People are given suspended sentence of 5 years, being found in the possession of a handgun, unlicensed. How do you justify such? And he walks.
General, I'm sorry you said earlier that there's somebody who was, I think he murdered about 5 people, am I right? And he's been given bail by different judges, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. Katiso Molefe.
Or is that Katiso Molefe?
A person found guilty in overseas, foreign country, for having been there illegally so, is arrested here for murder, is granted bail. Oh, the magistrate refuses based on this risk, but the judge gave him bail. Judge president for that matter. And he get arrested again for another 4 murders. Another judge gives him bail again. So it is those that we have that makes us to ask questions. Where are we going with this? Is it about the size of your pocket that can get you free, like Mlife is? He's on 500,000 rand bail, man. A salary that is more than a